was a decade of change.
Our goal is to save the world, and we're starting with Detroit.
A chance to listen and take action.
There you go.
Yes. A time to unify, inspire, act.
This is Detroit 2020, a decade of vision.
A decade ago, Channel 7 made a commitment to address the challenges facing Detroit and the region and to work side by side with our communities to make this a better place to live, to work, and to raise a family. The project was called Detroit 2020.
The vision was to unify, to inspire, and to act. A lot has changed in the past 10 years. Our community has seen transformation. Old buildings have been rehabbed. New buildings have sprouted up. Businesses are relocating to the city, and new residents now call Detroit home.
Throughout this program, we're going to look back at the stories that inspired change, the events that brought us together, and the people who are making a difference in our community.
Let's take a look back at our introduction to Detroit 2020.
It's the hope that unites us.
A blank canvas. You can really do anything in Detroit.
The inspiration that keeps us strong.
I would like to see myself raising a family here in Detroit.
There are a lot of opportunities. There is an upside.
I've seen a lot of people coming together.
It's working for change that will shape our future.
We're here, we're still a power, and we still have the ability to get back on our feet.
I think we have a lot of potential. We just have to exploit it.
It's Channel 7 on your side and by your side in an initiative we're calling Detroit 2020. Beginning in 2011, we'll look forward to 2020.
I'm very optimistic.
I am optimistic.
Optimistic.
It's our commitment to put it all on the table.
Decisions now are critical.
I have all this energy. I am very committed to this community.
We'll marshal the full resources of Channel 7 to enlighten, inspire, and hold leaders accountable.
When we project an image, we want to project a good image, a healthy image.
We'll use the internet and social media to build a community of people who care.
We're all from the same area, and we all have the same kind of hopes and aspirations.
It's time to not only expose the problems, but to help find solutions.
So much negativity around our city, and maybe if we just all came together, we can get more things accomplished and have a brighter light.
It's time for all of us to roll up our sleeves.
If we can hang in, I think we have a good future.
I can't picture myself living anywhere else.
It's the city. It's the suburbs. This is Detroit 2020. Unify, inspire, act.
Detroit 2020 was a bold and unique initiative that engaged viewers, not just through television, but on digital platforms and through social media, something that was far less common a decade ago than it is today. We began talking about the concerns of our friends and neighbors and addressing the issues that affect our communities. We talked about a light rail system before it had a name. We examined the impact of bankruptcy on the city before the appointment of an emergency manager. We speculated about development in downtown Detroit long before the growth emerged. And we captured the energy of our efforts in a music video. Take a look.
Let's get it together and make changes. Make a change. Come on. All around the world, let's get it together. Yeah. And make a change. Let's turn this thing around.
The boy flow that be cold as Michigan weather. It's good to finally see my people sticking together. Motown City need change. I'ma bring that. Spreading peace around the D from here to where you hang at. It's about time that we help out the community. Leave behind the violence and replace it with some unity. The youth need role models, sisters and brothers. Let's turn it all around, cause all we got is each other. Let's do it together.
Yeah. And make a change. Make a change. All around the world, let's get it together. Yeah. Let's make a change. And let's turn this thing around. Man, woman, boy, and girl. Let's change the world.
Don't go away. When we come back, we'll look at the face of Detroit and how it's changed in the past decade. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Detroit 2020, a decade of vision. Detroit looks very different today than it did when we began our Detroit 2020 project 10 years ago. Old abandoned buildings have been rehabbed and new buildings with new business have popped up in downtown. Arguably, the greatest impact has come from the investment of Bedrock Real Estate and its owner Dan Gilbert, who a decade ago moved his Quicken Loans employees from the suburbs to downtown Detroit. Matt Cullen is Bedrock's CEO.
We needed to really change the landscape of the city. We had all these abandoned buildings. We didn't have people down here. We didn't have any activity on the streets. And so Dan's vision was to come in very broadly. I mean, to focus on buying and rehabbing these buildings, spectacular buildings, but that had been abandoned for a long time, to fill them up with folks. I mean, we have 17,000 team members, but we're only representing about 30% of our tenancy. And then to create great connectivity with public space. I mean, obviously with Campus Marshes, what's taking place there and so on, retailers, getting people out on the street, making it feel like a city again, and the results have been tremendous.
Bedrock has invested an estimated $5.6 billion in about 100 Detroit properties, including the old Hudson site. When completed, it will have 330 residential units and 240,000 square feet of office space. The new City Modern in Brush Park is providing apartments and townhouses in a historic Detroit neighborhood. The Book Tower is a $313 million renovation project that will bring retail, offices, and residential spaces to the area. And in partnership with the University of Michigan, the failed jail site will be transformed into the Detroit Innovation Center.
Now we're being written about in the New York Times and the Toronto Globe and a bunch of others as one of the coolest cities to come visit. People are really flocking into the city. I mean, both to come experience it as tourists, which is kind of an odd concept for those of us who've been here a while, right? But also to come to work here and to get engaged in other kinds of entrepreneurial activities. It's a big change.
The next step in redevelopment is along the Detroit River.
The capstone of the next decade is going to be the Ralph C. Wilson Park, a spectacular park with a swimming cove and playscape and waterscape and music venue, and it's going to open up the West Riverfront the same way that our work on the East has done. It's hard to even conceive that we're here looking back and with the level of accomplishment that we have. But if we keep building on that kind of foundation, I think we'll see the same kind of level of transformation. I think residential is going to continue to expand significantly in and around downtown. We see the next decade being even better than this one.
Development has sprung up from Corktown to Capitol Park and from Brush Park to the Detroit District. New retail and new restaurants have been a part of this journey, and we've been there every step of the way.
Detroit, if you love Detroit, make some noise right now. Hey, hey.
Ford sparked new development in Corktown when it purchased the historic Michigan Central Depot. Ford announced a $350 million plan to renovate the old train station and make it the centerpiece of a new technology campus, complete with offices, retail, and community spaces.
Over the past decade in particular, we've all pulled together to make this city work. Buses started running again. Streets started lighting up again. Young people started moving downtown, and many of you, like the people behind me, started businesses in neighborhoods that hadn't known any for a long time. What Highland Park, Willow Run, and the Rouge were to the American economy in the 20th century, we hope Corktown will be to the American economy in the 21st century.
New restaurants have popped up in Corktown and around the city. In the past decade, Detroit has become a destination for foodies eager to find creative new culinary options. The most recent opening is a legendary spot high atop the Renaissance Center.
Just about everybody has had an experience up here, so they always, they can reflect back to a time, and it may have been an important occasion, it may have just been dinner, but it's a memorable spot for many reasons, and for us to kind of be able to take them on a new journey, to have them reinterpreted and give them new memories, I think that's really special.
The new Highlands Detroit offers 3 dining experiences, a bar, a casual dining area, and their flagship restaurant, the Highlands Steakhouse. Sean McLean is the chef and owner.
From a chef perspective, it's super inspiring to see incredibly talented people throwing it out there, putting it out there, and being very rewarded in the city and really welcomed in the city for what they're doing. And from a business perspective, it's great to see that they're getting rewarded, that people are really, seeing Detroit with kind of a new face for dining, cocktail culture, and that we can survive in the business, which is, as everybody knows, is competitive and difficult, but going back, I love who I've met here in the community, and they've been very supportive of us up here. So,
as downtown began to change, a movement was underway to revitalize the neighborhoods. More than $200 million in federal funds was spent on blight removal. In the past 5 years, more than 19,000 homes have been demolished.
Wayne State University just released a report that in the neighborhoods where the demolitions have occurred in the city of Detroit, the crime has dropped significantly. We are making some progress.
Right behind us, these Detroit contractors are ready to take this house on Penrod Street down to the ground.
Residents in the Cody Rouge neighborhood had been asking for a dangerous home in their community to be removed. In 2012, we took their case to the city, and we were there when the home was finally brought down.
As the face of Detroit was changing, Channel 7 was a big part of the makeover. From stories that shed light on proposed changes to investigative reports that held our elected officials accountable. Then, in August of 2014, we announced a new street-side studio to give viewers a window to the rebirth of downtown Detroit.
I'm pleased to announce today that WXYZ has signed a multi-year lease with Bedrock Real Estate to become a tenant here in the Chase Building, or as the Q.
The new glass-enclosed studio in the Q building put WXYZ in the center of all the downtown action.
It will provide WXYZ and our sister station WMYD an opportunity to showcase the incredible rebirth, the vibrancy, the momentum that this city is experiencing every day to all our viewers throughout the entire region every single day.
In February of 2015, the studio opened as a new home to 7 Action News at noon and a connection to the heart of the city.
Congratulations to everybody. It is so great to be here downtown. We've had such a great reception. The people that have reached out, welcoming us to the city. We've been such a part of this region for so long. And this is just a natural next step. The resurgence, the rebirth going on here in Detroit. It just feels great to have this street-side studio.
Since then, WXYZ's Street-Side Studio has been an important part of 7 Action News, providing a way to connect with community leaders and to celebrate the resurgence of Detroit.
We all know who our favorite local TV station is now, that's for sure. That's Channel 7. Thank you all.
When we come back, we'll meet some of the people who have changed our community over the past decade. We call them our Persons of the Week. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. Throughout the past